welcome to my channel. My name is Charity Lauren. The beautiful voice you just heard belongs to another person than the popular gospel artist known as Moses Bliss. His real name is Moses Enanguyo. In this video, I shared 7 things that you probably never knew about him. So if you're ready, let's get started. Moses came from a humble background. He's a native of Okana local government area in Akwa Ibom State, but was born and brought up in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. After completing his primary and secondary education, he proceeded to the National Open University to study business administration. Upon graduation, he started a fashion design business because he was learning fashion design while he was still in school. He said while he was in school, he wanted to assist his mom, who was a trader in one of the markets in Abuja. He would help her in slicing vegetables for her customers. He did that until the year 2016 before he stopped. His mom was the sole provider of their family, as Moses had earlier lost his father in the year 2003. So Moses and his siblings tried to assist her as much as possible. Moses Bliss said he learned how to play the instruments at a very young age, as his mother often carried him with her to choir rehearsals. She would tell him to go and stay with the instrumentalists. So while he was there with them, he started learning how to play the instruments. At first, he was just making noise with the instruments, but with time, he started playing the instruments very well. After doing his fashion design business for a while, he decided to go into music. So he went to the studio, and one man called him one day and told him that music was not meant for him, and that he was just wasting his time and his money in the studios, and that since he was still very young, he should go and look for something else he needed to do, and music was never going to pay him. He didn't allow that to discourage him. He kept on rehearsing, and then he released his first song in 2017 titled You Know They Form My Hands. The song introduced him as a professional gospel artist and gained a bit of traction in Abuja, but he didn't go far. So he wasn't known everywhere in Nigeria. He was just known a little bit in Abuja. He said when he gets recommended for events, people would reject him. One person particularly told him to his face that he doesn't pull crowd, that his face is not well known, so his face cannot pull crowd. He was so angry in his spirit, and he went back to God and he prayed fervently. He told God to help him. He would go to the mountain early in the morning and he would shout that his face would be on billboards and that people would sing his song and that people would love his song. He kept on doing that continuously, and today his face is not just on billboard. People actually love his song. He even got invited to minister when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle visited Nigeria. When Moses Bliss joined Christ Embassy Church in Abuja as an instrumentalist, he and a fellow instrumentalist went to meet their pastor and request that he pay them each time they come to play instruments for church services. But the pastor said no, that they don't pay for the gifts of God. That if God has given them a gift, they should use it to serve God and God will bless them. But they should not come to God's house and expect to be paid for a gift that he gave to them. The other instrumentalist did not like what the pastor said, so he left. But Moses Bliss stayed back and served God wholeheartedly. Soon people began to know him and offers started coming in. At one time, he got a record deal that had a mouth-watering offer. It came with a car, as well as 2 million naira and lots of other goodies. In the beginning of 2019, before Moses Bliss became a household name, he went to his pastor to ask for a car so that he could use to do Uber because things were very tough with him. But the pastor said, no, God did not tell me that you're going to be an Uber driver. So sit down, serve God, and God will make a way for you. This was 6 months before Moses released his song titled Too Faithful. Immediately the song came out. It became an instant hit. He became a household name. He was not just known in Abuja, he was known all over Nigeria and beyond. He immediately rose to prominence and never looked back since then. In the year 2020, Pastor Chris awarded Moses Bliss with $100,000 because he won the Love World Music and Arts Award. The money and the recognition that he got from winning that award immediately elevated his musical career to another level. He was able to invest that money in his music that has made him a global star that he is today. Moses said he met his wife on Instagram after she tagged him with a dance video of her dancing to one of his popular songs. He said immediately after watching the video, he just kept on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And then he started asking himself, who is this person that is just making me so uncomfortable? For 2 hours, he was scrolling and watching and watching and watching. And then he immediately sent his DM to her. She responded. Then he asked her for her number. And she said, no, please let's continue chatting on Instagram. He immediately left the chat and went to pray. He said he was praying in tongues and he didn't go back on Instagram for a while. By the time he came back to Instagram, he saw a message from her saying, Happy Sunday, Moses. And that was how they became friends and then ended up getting married. The wife also said that during the period that she didn't want to give Moses her number and Moses left the chat, unknown to her that Moses Bliss has gone to pray, the Holy Spirit quickened her to drop a message. She didn't want to, she reluctantly dropped the message. They had a hot wedding in February 2024 in Abuja and a traditional white wedding in March 2024 in Ghana. And at the time of shooting this video, Moses Bliss's wife is currently pregnant with their first child. The seventh thing that you probably never knew about Moses Bliss is the fact that his secret to continuous success is Thanksgiving. Moses spent hours on the floor, lying down a night before his birthday, till the morning of his birthday, thanking God for his grace upon his life. He said God's grace made him successful, and the easiest way for anyone to assess God's grace is to humble themselves. He said if you love someone and you want to assess that person, or want to assess the grace of God upon their life, you have to honor them. The minute you honor them, it gives you access to them. Moses Bliss has become a household name and he shared the stage with several gospel artists and pastors like Pastor Jerry, Sinach, Mercy Chinwo, Apostle Selman, TD Jakes, and lots more. Apart from writing and singing his own music, he owns a record label known as Spotlight and a fashion house known as Shades of Bliss. He's also a brand ambassador and a philanthropist. Moses is known for giving cars to people, including his barber, signees in his record label, his family, and friends. He has won several awards, too numerous to mention. God has really turned his life around for the best, and I think God will do that for you too if you humble yourself and allow Him to use you. There's nothing my God can't do. So do not stop trusting Him. Thanks for watching this video. Ensure you subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed to me. Give this video a like. Share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then.